Welcome back. I'm MTG Joe, and today we got some more historic. Some people were looking for some more content. We put out two videos yesterday, a Black-White Soul Sisters and a Blue-Red Phoenix Kiln Fiend deck. Today's deck is a tribal deck. It is a mono-red Goblins deck. So there's a couple powerful Goblin payoff cards. The one that they introduced to historic is Goblin Matron. So when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a Goblin card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. So this is basically a tutor effect for our deck. And there's also Goblin Ringleader. So when it enters the battlefield, you look at the top 4 cards of your library, put all Goblins revealed this way into your hand, and the rest at the bottom in any order. So you can effectively tutor with the Ringleader, get a bunch of Goblins, refill your hand. And then the way we kind of win is build a really big board of aggressive Goblins and then play Volley Veteran to kind of one-shot the opponent. So there's a couple one-ofs in the deck, but otherwise we're trying to get like a Goblin Warchief down early, reduces the cost of our Goblins. We can play multiple per turn, and then just kind of go wide with a Cavalcade sub-theme. So kind of going through the cards itself, we got one Fanatical Firebrand. Between the 1-drop slot, I like Skirk Prospector better. It lets us have more explosive draws. We can sacrifice the Goblins from, say, Legion Warboss or some of our dorky ones to kind of accelerate out. One of Goblin Cratermaker. So this can let us tutor with the Matron if we need. We can destroy colorless non-land permanent. So for example, we can take out a Golos or any of the big artifacts. So we have the Goblin Instigator, 2 1/1s for 2 mana, which works well with Cavalcade. Goblin Matron, like I mentioned. We have Warboss, which if it goes uninterrupted, could just make a board of Goblins. We got the Warchief, as I said, reduce the cost of our Goblins and give them all haste. Chainwhirler, Whirly Boy, come in, clear out all the elves, and deal 1 damage to all creatures. Ringleader, tutor, or get a bunch of zombies. Veteran Volley, fireball your opponent. 1 Frenzy to just keep the fun times going. And then 1 Siege Gang Commander to be tutored up if need be. We can start throwing our Goblins. And then 3 Castle Embereths, and the rest are mountains. So we've been playing best of 1 with this. We will continue with that. This deck was fun yesterday. I tried it for a 1-of game, and it worked out pretty well. Surprisingly has a lot of draw to it for a mono red deck. That's why we don't have stuff like light up the stage. There's actually a lot of good Goblins in historic, so it's a little hard to fit them all under one deck. Sure. Let's try it out. Opponent goes first. Chainwhirler can, if we're against aggressive decks. Okay, so we don't want more 4-drops. I said we don't want more 4-drops. So this is kind of the turn. They bounce that. Give us a land, give us a land, give us a land, give us a land. Yeah. I'm just gonna go Chainwhirler here. This, because like they'll probably Clarion for Warboss, but I want to Clarion. This is also probably a terrible matchup going against some sort of Jeskai control deck. Yeah. So that's actually good for us, because now next turn I have Skirk Prospector and Cavalcade to come down. Hey Quantum, how's it going? They go 1-for-1 removal. We will eventually come out ahead. This turn here, I think we just get Cavalcade down. And then we go Ringleader next turn. Oh. You know what we can't beat? Sarkin Dragon. So I can go Siege Gang. Sack those two to sack to deal 2 damage. Or we could go to an opponent. Let's just go Ringleader here. I was hoping for a 1-drop. So here, yeah, we gotta take Sarkin off. They're just gonna die. Yeah, he kills the zombies, or the, why do I keep saying zombies? Goblins. But we need to be able to do that. Our hand's been really clunky thus far. Okay, this is likely just Jeskai fires. Just try to put some chip damage on it. I think we're dead here. We drew all our 4-drops and no... Yeah. Just show me a sweeper. Yeah, this is fires, just minus fires on board. Okay, I'm just gonna concede. Because at any time Chandra could just wipe our board. So that was not a good showing. This hand is sweet. 1, 2, 3. If we need to kill something important, we have Cratermaker. This hand is one that wants a Cavalcade. Come on, opponent. This deck works a lot better when you have Goblin Warleader, the cost reduction one. Lets you play multiple spells in a turn. Opponent. Opponent. Where'd you go? Alright, well, this could be Esper. Could be blue-black. This hand did not want to see more lands. So I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to cry. Ooh, Arena. So I want to add to my board, but they likely have... I want to keep the Warboss in case they have like Ritualist or something. Phyrexian Arena, so it's an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and lose a life. So this is A black EDH staple. This is one of the new cards from Historic. Sorry, I'll do a better job highlighting some of the cards so it's Esper. So that's a little unfortunate. Take our Warboss, I'm guessing. They don't take Warboss. Can I kill him this turn? No, I'm a mana off. So let's just go attack and plus the team. The thing too is like they're drawing cards, but they're somewhat on a clock. Next turn I could smash him for a ton of damage. Hey Mad Delic, it's going well. How about yourself? We are playing some Gobos. Yeah. Opponent sees the writing on the wall, so we could have gone Warchief, Legion Warboss. Studying. You got exams coming up? My wife's doing all her year-end assignments too. Oh, nice. Masters. What are you doing Masters in? Oh, Quantum. I tried that Teamer Adventure deck that we saw the other day on stream offline. It's a lot worse without Once Upon a Time. Psychology, nice. Lots of writing, I'm assuming, for papers and stuff. Oh, this is Kethis combo. Well, we are a tad too slow on this front. Yeah, I'll play a game with it after. We'll do like one or two more of Historic, and then I'll play a game of it. I'm just gonna concede this match because they're probably gonna win, and this deck takes like 7 days to actually end. I hated playing against Kethis combo. It's very consistent. Plus, they got Once Upon a Time, and they got. What else do they got Oko in there, so Oko speeds things up. Long pants, long pants. Keep this. Go Instigator into Calamity, most likely. It might have been just my build of the Teamer deck. I went a little bit more. Ooh, Naya. I want a little bit more, like, I wanted a thing in there. Burning Tree. Oh, this might be that zoo list that was going around. So zoo's usually like a bunch of just creatures. If they use shock there, I'm fine. I'm just gonna set this up. Spellbreaker. This is a tough one. Calamity on this board's actually not doing much. Naya Hero. Let's see if they take this or if they block. They don't. Wise by the opponent. So I kind of want to keep the Chainwhirler in case they go wide. So let's just set up here. So it's trying to catch them to block here, and then we Chainwhirler. I can afford to take a hit here. So that's actually really good. 1 mana, get 2 1/1s. So here I'm going to do it so it looks like we're just attacking for Cavalcade damage. Even in this instance here, it deals a lot. I can follow it up with Chainwhirler to clear up any of their 2/2s. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world because we wipe those up. They do gain back some life. This is a cool deck too. I got Esper Hero queued up. Yeah, it's a brew that I put together. It's Goblin Tribal. So you have Warchief that reduces the cost of goblins. Haven't gotten some of the payoff cards just yet. But there's like one that lets you look at the top 5 cards, 4 or 5 cards, put all zombies into play, or goblins into your hand. There's one that lets you tutor your deck for a goblin. The first strike's very relevant here. So this is basically 2 damage every turn to them. Yeah, Esper Heroes. I have it for standard. It's the next deck I'm going to play for this stream. Hero Precinct 1, bunch of Esper cards. Now that Oko's not around, you can actually play Hero of Precinct 1 again. So this is a little unfortunate with the Domri. We can't do the double block. So I could take Domri off the board, which I think is right. So this is one of the new cards. Zombie Ringleader. Or Goblin Ringleader. I keep saying zombie. Basically put a bunch of goblins in your hands. I gotta play Zombie Tribal now. Just take the 4 damage here. So play a land. So let's sacrifice the Ringleader. Here it's gotta attack. So I can put on 2 more points of damage. I think we just do that. don't think there's really anything I want to sack for this just yet. Chainwhirler is holding back pretty much their whole board, other than the Spellbreaker. Okay. I'm assuming they probably play Embercleave. It's kind of the deck you want to see Embercleave with. Cool. We'll run this one for one more, then I'll fire up that Teamer Adventure. I was 2 wins from Mythic, and I've lost 8 in a row, and I got like really salty, so I just was like, okay, enough Standard. Historic seems fresh enough that I'll keep this hand. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Skirk Prospector is actually really sweet. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like everyone's trying to be ultra competitive. So this opens us up to Clarion, but it does put down a huge amount of damage. Syncopate. Okay, that sucks. Would really like a castle here, ideally. Let's see if they counter this. Okay, so they bounce with Brazen Borer. Settle a Wreckage is a thing. Nexus is banned in Best of 1, which we're playing, so that's probably why we're not seeing it. You got a counter? Sweet. So now even if they have Settle, I get 5 lines. That seems pretty low value. Just pass turn. Yes, I've been playing Paper Historic, or not Historic, Pioneer recently at my LGS. So I can go Matron. Yeah, gives a haste. I have Jeskai Fire, well, 4-color Fires for Pioneer and Mono Black Devotion. I've just been playing Fires so far. Let's run it back for one more. That one was quick. How about yourself? Still got like a bunch of random cards here I gotta go through. For some reason have a Spanish Smuggler's Copter. Yeah, we'll keep. Ooh, the deck we played yesterday. Do you know what a mono deck, red deck doesn't want to see? Okay, I can't win this game. Alright, one more. Yeah, Magic's one of those hobbies. It's got to be your predominant hobby, or if you want to play like competitive. Yeah, we weren't going to beat the turn 1 Sarah Ascendant, turn 2 a Johnny's Pride Mate. This is a pretty sweet draw. This is actually sweet because what we can do is I just want one of the card advantage spells now. Self-mill. Reanimator. Okay. See what you're doing. Witch's Oven. Here, so I can Chainwhirler it away. Let's just go the Chainwhirler plan. We just want to get them to a spot where I can one-shot them with Volley Veteran. This will just be a blocker. Emery. Okay, so it's Reanimator. They're going to use Blood for Bones, so we want to keep creatures off the battlefield. That's actually really good. So I want them to kind of block this, because then I could Firebrand, which they don't know about. That way they can't Blood for Bones and then get back the Hulk. Lotless Giant. They do have basically 6 life sitting here. They've been Creeping Chill and they got Cat. Okay, so we're gonna get a little fun here. Put this here. Then I can sack this, play Veteran Volley, and then hit them for a bunch of damage. So they block 3, they take 3, 5, 7. They gain 1, so 6, they go to 8. And then we hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like risky if they have a board wipe, but I don't think this deck will be playing a board wipe. Oh, this just does creatures and opponent control? Oh, I'm an idiot. Oops, I misread this card. So holding that back would have made more sense. Okay, so they're using the agent. Yeah. They got the Secret Keeper as a blocker here. They got 2 cats, 2 ovens. That'll insulate their life total. was really hoping for one of our card draw ones. Just pop that there. Chainwhirler would be nice. Frenzy would be good. Goblin Matron. Goblin Instigator, or whatever the other one is that gets us the 4 cards. Double block here. I ordered Domino's pizza like once and they won't stop emailing me. It's like, I know you liked your $6 pizza, but how about 12 more every single day of the week? Okay, so we got a turn to really... They're effectively up at least 2 more life. They didn't hit an oven there. Oh, hello there. Oh, that's cool. Desecrated Tomb. There's a lot of sweet decks. We gotta try this one too. Come on. Even Castle Embereth is a good pickup here. We lost this one. I'll let them do their thing. So they're going to take 4, gain 3. This leaves the battlefield. This doesn't trigger. Whenever 1 or more creatures leave your graveyard, create a 1/1. Well, it's got to be in play. I'm thinking it's Bridge from Below. And they flip over double Creeping Chill? Yeah. You got me. You got me. Alright. Here, Quant. I'll play the Teamer Adventure deck for you once. So this is how I built it. You got Edgewall with Lucky Clover. Flaxen Intruder is good against the food decks. Then the 3 drops, Brazen, Bone Crusher, Lovestruck. Then I got Questing Beast, Vivian, Beanstalk if you get double lands off it, a couple Ember Cleaves, and I want to play Great Henge in all my decks, so I'm playing Great Henge. I'll play it in a best of 1 really quick. What did I draw?